I've got ticks and bees next to the ones, yeah. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Sutherland Sharks taking on Sydney Olympic, round 5 of NPL New South Wales men's first grade. Two teams desperate for a win this afternoon to try and push themselves up the table. Should be an entertaining contest here at Seymour Shore. Chance coming in. The cross comes in. Header on targets. Yeah, cool. Okay. Sure, as the Sutherland Sharks host Sydney Olympic in round 5 of NPL New South Wales men's first grade. The home side is desperate to record their first win of the season, while Olympic look to turn around their poor start to 2024. I'm Tony Salerno. It's great to have your company on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel, live from Sydney South. It may only be round 5, but both teams know a win today is vital to help jumpstart their seasons. Both teams went down in midweek football in round 4. Sutherland suffered a 4-0 loss to Wollongong here on Wednesday. Sydney Olympic were determined but went down to Marconi 2-1. Today's referees in the middle. The referee is Carl Davies. His assistants are Matt Harris and Alexandra Mackay. The fourth official is Thomas Dale. See the captains in the middle. Ready for a big game, Mitch Stamatelis and Ziggy Gordon. Men who've played a lot of football in their time. Sutherland Sharks in their traditional sky blue white numbering. The alternate kit for Sydney Olympic, the black and the fluoro green. Not the traditional royal blue and white that we're used to seeing. This is one of 4 big games on this afternoon. The second game of round 5. Last night a big victory for Sydney FC in the Academy Derby against the Central Coast Mariners. This game will kick us off today. Then the Derby d'Italia, the match of the round, Marconi taking on Apia, followed by Western Sydney Wanderers and North West Sydney Spirit, rounded out by Manly at home to Rockdale. Tomorrow's big games, Blacktown City and Wollongong, Sydney United versus Hills, and the St George Derby, St George FC taking on St George City. But for now, awaiting referee Davies' whistle, it's Darcy Burgess and Abraham Majok in the centre circle, ready to kick us off. There is the opening whistle. Olympic looking to make a statement. The Sharks looking to get off the foot of the table. High stakes this afternoon. And it'll be Olympic with first use of the football. Intercepted by Umabache. Playing in that midfield role. Stamatelis plays to the left. They like to use their width, the Sharks. Matty Jackson, that left wing back role. He'll be important this afternoon. Sharks just feeling their way in. Nenad Vekic, the shot stopper. The Sharks starting lineup today. That goalkeeper, Nenad Vekic. Mitch Stamatelis in the centre of defence. Takehide Umabache. Sam Gulasano in this right back role. Umabache involved early. Got to clean up. Burgess is pressing. Vekic does well. Get the Sharks out of trouble. The rest of their side. Sam Gulisano we mentioned. Mason Fernandez, that's another dangerous ball. Casella swoops. Olympic. Sitting a little bit deeper. Mayok. Onside according to the referee. Squared it up. And knocked behind by Sutherland. The first warning shot of the day from the visitors. Fernandez, McGowan, Morich, Luke Sawyer, Jacob Garner and Matty Jackson. Starting for the Sutherland Sharks, their bench, Jordan Roberts, James Kokowski, Mo Ahmed and Alex Trajanowski. Short corner from Olympic. Casella thought about bending it in. First time cross fizzing. Punched away by Vekic. Timotheo tracking back. Will land on that one. Of course, George Timotheo sent off in round 2 against St George City. He makes his return. Starting side for Olympic. Noah James in goals. With the Bolaitis. George Timotheo. Captain is Ziggy Gordon. Jaden Casella. Darcy Burgess in the 10. leading the line. Zach Zoricic, Michael Vakis, member of the Team of the Week from round 4. Abraham Majok, Teng Kual, Gian DePizio. On the bench, Sam Mickelhatton, Will Much, Jojo Khan. Opportunity in behind here, McGowan. Great block needed to be made by Belaitis. Sutherland looking dangerous in that box. The bench for Olympic, Mickelhatton, Pufflet, Will Much, Okan, and Roy O'Donovan. Plenty to pick from. It'll be Sam Gulisano to provide the corner. A number of these players played under Steve Zordich, the Sutherland coach, when he was at Rockdale. Likes of Stamatelis, Gulisano, Mohamed. Getting the band back together. Here's one of these charges, Gulisano. Delivers near post. Header from Stamatelis. McGowan wasn't able to get there in time. Goal kick. Olympic dominating the opening exchanges, but the Sharks on the counter-attack. Able to fire a warning shot. Marconi and Apia starting at 7 p.m. Western Sydney Wanderers and Northwest Sydney Spirit also starting at 7 p.m. And the late start, Manly and Rockdale, 7:15. We're at Seymour Shore in Sydney South, home of the Sutherland Sharks. Won the ball back, Sutherland. Quol. Belaitis. Does well. Recovers from his challenge. Burgess. So at the Sharks, yet to win a game, looking to win their first game of the season. Sydney Olympic only with the one win, but it was a 6-0 win over Sydney United 58. Sharks in 16th, Sydney Olympic 13th. This is the first time travelling for Olympic. They've had 4 home games, only the one win to show for it. Ball played up the line, trying to keep it in. Does well Fernandez. Thought about crossing first time. Plays it square. Couldn't quite get it back. Still with the Sharks. Sydney Olympic getting behind the ball. Ghana. Gulisano. Trying to get beyond Vakis. And he wins the free kick. First free kick going the way of Sydney Olympic. Noah James on loan from the Newcastle Jets. With Sydney Olympic this year was with the Dandenong Thunder in the NPL Victoria last season. Belaitis getting himself in a spot of bother. Throw to go the way of the home side. Matty Jackson. It's a scrap with Casella. Sharks being pressed, Gulisano. Header from Gordon. Majok peels off. The striker looking for support. Dinks it for Burgess at the byline. Darcy Burgess. Go behind. First corner of the game coming to Sydney Olympic. The referee ruling didn't go behind. It was ball out of play. Majok holding it up. This time it'll be the first corner of the game. The Sharks getting back. Olympic from the dead ball. Darcy Burgess. As Vakis has a short option. Otherwise, Iggy Gordon, George Timotheo, and others in the box. Burgess delivers near post. Headed away by Umebache. Varkis. Boot came off as he passed. Burgess. Heading towards the D. Ball turned over. Now Green. Playing McGowan in transition. Samatellis. He and Vekic, the most experienced of this group. Been around the league for a long time. Vekic. Came over from Marconi in the off-season. Header from Quoll. Gordon gets in front. Playing in that holding midfield role. Varkis. Great use of the feet. Ball stays in. Gordon advances. Umebache under pressure. And now Olympic will win the throw. Just on 10 minutes, no score here at Seymour Shore. Between the Sutherland Sharks and Sydney Olympic. Two teams desperate for a win. Long throw by Zorojic. Header from Stamatellis. Burgess brings it down. Quoll. Thought about pulling the trigger. The switch from Timotheu. Olaitis. Casella. Zoricic, the former Central Coast Mariner. Ball played for Casella. It's well weighted. Couldn't quite get the control he needed. Gulisano. The last touch off the Sharks, so it will be an Olympic throw again. Casella. Last touch off Sutherland, so it'll be at a corner again for Olympic. Had a couple of set pieces already. Short corner this time. Casella. Bending a left-footed in-swinger. Last touch off the Sharks again. So it'll be another corner. Zach Zoricic's father, Chris, also played for Sydney Olympic. Played for the All Whites and the Socceroos. Shout out if he's watching. You're looking to get on the end of this one. Darcy Burgess to deliver the corner. Towards the back post this time. Headed away. On the volley. Couldn't make a good connection. Umebache clears it away. Polaitis. He's pressed hard. By Matty Jackson. Polaitis again to deliver the throw. Mordic. Sharks knock it around at the back. Stamatellis trying to play Jackson, but that pass a little bit too heavy. Just trying to get their bearings both sides. Hot day out here at Seymour Shore, in the Sutherland Shire. Teams will be considered by some to be neighbours. Belmore also in the southwest of Sydney. Burgess tried really hard to keep that one in. Go out of play. Darcy Burgess, the brother of Sydney FC's Max Burgess. Having a really good season with Sydney FC. Jackson with the throw. Can't quite make McGowan. He wins the header eventually. Teng Kwol takes no chances. Good crowd in this afternoon to watch their home Chargers go. Desperate for that first win of the season. Stamatelis on halfway. Casella wins it in midfield. Heading forward, looking to tee up Burgess. Flag stayed down, Mordich getting across. Does well. Pass was a little heavy. Mebache able to clean up. McGowan up the line. Forward, already got a goal this season. One of 3 players to score for the Sharks. Casella. Plays Majok. Olympic heading forward. Majok really needed to distribute rather than go on his own. Stamatelis plays long for Green. This looks promising for the home side. Max Green. Mabache. Space for Gulisano. Sawyer. Fernandez, nice move. Trying to cut inside. Last-ditch defending. Prevented that. It was another Fernandez who did the damage on the Sharks during the week. Sebastian Fernandez for the Wollongong Wolves. A brace in his team's 4-0 victory. Or Fuka, the other man with a brace, which meant the Wolves sunk the Sharks. Long ball forward. Fernandez again. One-on-one with Timotheo. Nice flick on. Mordich heading towards the byline. Trying to get inside Timotheo. Vakis. Looking to tee up Majok. Michael Vakis. Nice ball played. Casella wins it. Contact, but the referee was happy with it. Sawyer sets off. Heavy pass from McGowan. One-on-one with Bolaitis. Jay McGowan. Couldn't get the shot away. Taken safely by Noah James. Zoricic getting himself into trouble. Stamatelis, the professor, Steve Zorich likes to call him. Very clever. Jackson going one-on-one with Casella. Turns. Stamatelis likes to get forward. Gulisano, former Marconi player. Sawyer. He's dispossessed. Now Gordon. Vakis can't quite keep that one in. Got the goal midweek, Michael Vakis. Coming into his own in this league, the youngster. He's got a handful of goals last season as well. Now coach Lavina Haliti. No choice but to consider him. Bolaitis looking to track down that ball. He's done that. Thought about a first-time cross. Bolaitis plays Burgess at the edge of the box. He comes right out. Casella looking to bend one into the mixer. Here it comes. Header from Ghana. Eventually cleared away by Mordic. Burgess back heel looking for Casella. Casella spent last season with Rockdale as the foil for Alec Wilszewski. The Sharks, their turn to transition. Casella 2 stints at Rockdale. Also played for the Central Coast Mariners in the A-League. A lot of these Sydney Olympic players have A-League experience, particularly Roy O'Donovan, who's on the bench this afternoon. I'm sure Coach Haliti will be looking to the ace in his deck in the second half. Stamatelis. Couldn't quite find Matty Jackson. Zoricic. Now Vakis. Good battle with Gulosano so far. Playing inviting balls, Vakis. Burgess just couldn't get in front of Stamatelis. Another who spent time at Olympic. Last night, Sydney FC a 4-1 victory over the Central Coast. Central Coast led 1-0 at half-time. Then 4 goals in the second half. Sydney FC too strong. Of course, there is promotion and relegation again this season. But the Sharks and Olympic both would like to get a mosey on in terms of their results so far. Umabache, the Japanese defensive midfielder. Play for the Kashima Antlers. Very familiar with them in the Asian Champions League. Fernandez wins the ball from Vakis. Plays a neat one. Too heavy for Green though. Timotheu is going to shield it for James. Is it long? Umabache chests it forward. Gulisano. Mordic. Heavy touch. Burgess wants to put Majok away really early. Those long locks of Burgess were fouled. Now Olympic get a free kick. Enter into enemy territory. Nice bending ball for Bolaitis. The Sharks sitting quite deep. Mebache wins the foul for his side. The corresponding fixture on the opening day last season, Olympic with a 3-0 victory over Sutherland. But Sutherland got the bragging rights later in the year with a 1-0 victory. So these teams split proceedings last year. Long throw. Steve Zordich, an accomplished coach. 2020 won the premiership with Rockdale. Nice turn from Mordic. Fernandez tries from wide outs. McGowan. He wins the free kick. The foul from DiPizio. It's Gianni DiPizio, the brother of Mikel DiPizio, Central Coast Mariners. Now the Sharks, one of the first dead ball opportunities for them. It'll be their captain, Mitch Stamatelis. Goes direct off the wall. Gulasano on the volley. That one almost ended up in the park next door. Timotheu came over from Capital Football. Gungahlin United. Returns from suspension today. That's a nice ball forward. Looking for Vakis. Garner. Pressure on him. Does well. And off the volley, they've cleared it for now. McGowan. Too heavy for Fernandez. They're trying to get in behind the Sharks. Just unable to string the passes together to do so. Long throw from Zoracic. Zoracic again. He's got Majok there, very tall and rangy. Nice option to aim at. There he is. Gordon. Zoracic, man on. Goes right back to Timotheu. Qual. A goal scorer in that 6-0 win, as was this man, Casella. Got that famous number 7 shirt from club legend Will Angel. Majok in behind. Coming to the byline, squares it up. Burgess! Great save from Vekic. From point blank, Burgess was denied. So best chance of the game goes begging for the visitors. Stamatelis gets in front of Majok. Last touch off Olympic, says the referee. Key moment in this game. The 27th minute. That could have been Olympic on the board early. Olympic 8 goals for the year. Of course, 6 of those in that big win over Sydney United. Burgess yet to get his first goal of the campaign. Fernandez ball intercepted. Vakis. Off legs, now Burgess. Pass didn't find the mark. The youngster Garner in the middle. Back three. Umebache. Jackson. Switch from Garner, looking for McGowan. Headed down. Ball gets in front of Green. Casella runs to the challenge. Loses out. He had the momentum. But it'll be Umabache who wins the free kick. And now yellow card. That was silly from Majok. Sure, Coach Haliti wouldn't want cards given out for that. Trying to protect his team. The Sharks are going to go quick. Just shy of half an hour, no score between the Sutherland Sharks and Sydney Olympic. I'm Tony Solano. Great to have you along this afternoon. Must-win clash. Stamatellis puts it into the box, headed away. Gordon wins the header. Vakis trying to operate outside on this left wing. That'll be a free kick and another card. This time, Umebachi. Strong challenge on Vakis. Good crowd in. A lot of support for Olympic. Not too far from here. In Belmore. Around a 20-25 minute drive, but not too far. Sydney Olympic official Laurie McKenna in the crowd as well to watch his side. There's a foghorn in the crowd that's putting a field of players off. Burgess. Going to find one of these chasers in the box. Burgess fires it into the box. Gordon picks up the crumbs. Tried to bring down the volley. Didn't time it enough. That one goes overhead. Ziggy Gordon, the Scotsman. Played in the A-League with the Western Sydney Wanderers and Central Coast Mariners. Vekic, a great save. Around half an hour into this game. Gulisano. Fernandez dispossessed. Gulisano on this right flank. Zigs and zags, Zoricic. Gulisano, header on targets by Green. But well read by goalkeeper Noah James. Of course, with Central Coast going down last night, the Sharks were to win. They would move up the table. Zoricic, though, offside. The former Central Coast Mariner Academy player. So a lot on the line here. Proud club like Olympic. Don't like seeing themselves in 13th position, even though it is the early rounds of the competition. As mentioned, they've had 4 home games straight. Only able to salvage 3 points to this point. First time on the road for them. Losses to Hills United. Marconi as well. Gulisano. Headers looking for Moric. Green. Header on for McGowan. Wins it back, Green. Wants Jackson to join in. Stamatellis. It's a well-weighted ball. James had it scouted. McGowan was coming late. Sydney Olympic, part of the National Second Division, one of the foundation clubs. as announced in November 2023. Joining Apia, Marconi, turnover, sees the bond by Fernandez, into the box. Powerful shot and good save by James. Goalkeeper up to the task. Throw for the Sharks. Last touch of Vakis. Both teams have now had a good look. Need to start putting those ones away. Majok pressing Vekic. Burgess. Casella trying to use his speed on Jackson. Concedes the foul, Casella. Those foundation clubs in the National Second Division, as we were saying before that chance, Sydney Olympic, Apia, Marconi, Sydney United 58, Wollongong Wolves. They're the NPL New South Wales teams. Of course, the Preston Lions, South Melbourne, Heidelberg, Preston Lions in NPL Victoria. Vakis. Zoricic pressing. Vakis, they use him a lot. Long throw from Gulisano. It's a throw for Olympic. Will be via Zach Zoricic. Born in Gosford. And we don't know the implications to the NPL clubs at this point when the National Second Division does come into play in 2025. Make sure you stay tuned for updates all through the year. Moric. Strong challenge by Gordon. Referee happy with it. Burgess wins the free kick. The Sharks faithful not happy about that one. Deng Kuol, the older brother of Garen Kuol. Good luck to him as he moves to Bayern Munich. Part of that Australian World Cup team. Got their best in the quarter-final against eventual champions Argentina. 2023 World Cup. '22 World Cup, of course. It feels like yesterday. Dipizio. Kuol plays forward. Casella. So light on his feet, Jadon Casella. Zoricic. Timotheu. Vakis. Gonna dance into the box, Michael Vakis. Majok. Back heel. Vakis squares it up. Looking for a troop. And it's cleared away by Fernandez. The referee was in a spot of bother. He had to play on. Sharks player dropped as Majok went forward. players, good idea for a drinks break. It is very hot out here in Miranda. Stones are away from Sutherland. 27 degrees. Early rounds in the season as well. That's Garner. It went down. Some of those players who are unavailable today. Kotaro Katsuta from the Sutherland Sharks suffered concussion during the week against Wollongong, so he's unavailable. Chris Lindsay out with an arm injury. Ethan Bevan also out. Adam Parkhouse out for Sydney Olympic, one of their live wires. One of their best players is missing, as is Jackson Bandiera and George Antonis. George Timotheo is conversing with referee Carl Davies. It's going to be a drop ball. Stamatelis. Sends it away to Olympic. Five minutes from half-time. Still no score here at Seymour Shaw. Long throw by Zoricic. First one didn't make it into the field of play. Gordon, the captain. Free kick. Young Sharks defender Jacob Garner arguing otherwise. Referee wasn't hearing it. Gordon, now Zoricic. Burgess. Gordon again. Couldn't quite find Varkis originally. Nice turn, plays Burgess. Varkis thinking of whipping it into the box. Timotheo. Tenquol advancing. Majok, nice turn. Can't quite find Burgess. Varkis swoops. Majok, not enough angle on that pass. Good work by the front three. Olympic looking the more likely. Best chance of the game for Darcy Burgess. The Sharks' Mason Fernandez had a really good one too. Vekic plays long. Fernandez chasing, wants to beat it to the byline but can't. It'll be a goal kick. Plenty of heavy artillery on the bench for Olympic. Roy O'Donovan particularly. Sam Mickelhatton, Oliver Pufflet. They need goals. Those men have provided plenty over the years. Roy O'Donovan being runner-up in the Golden Boot the last 2 years to the same man, Alek Urushevsky, the heart and soul of Rockdale. Timotheo. Zoricic flicks it on. Can he keep it? At the byline, crosses the ball in. Stamatelis clears it away. Attacking opportunity here for Olympic. Varkis looked like a handball, and it was according to the referee. Sutherland Sharks Football Club, established all the way back in 1930. Some great NPL players coming from these parts over the years. Casella tried to get in front of Jackson. Sawyer. Moric has Gulisano overlapping. Uses him now. First time cross into the middle. Good defending by Olympic. A throw for the visitors. Matty Jackson down for the Sharks. One minute of normal time remaining in the first half. A stalemate so far. Still awaiting the game's first goal. Two great opportunities, one for each side. But at this point, they can't be split. Both teams don't want to switch off at this time of the half. How many goals have we seen conceded? Minutes from half-time. Majok wins a header. Green. Burgess, now Polaitis. Time and space on the right. Advancing forward the defender. Majok. Nice footwork. Good turn. Zoricic. Gordon. Zoricic again. Vakis. Dangerous challenge by Vakis. Going to be okay though. 2 minutes of injury time awarded. Fernandez trying to use his speed, but the strength of Gordon too good, keeping the striker at bay. Mason Fernandez, former Wanderers Academy player. Here he is on the ball now. Good opportunity for a Shark attack. Trying to get in front on Green. That's a free kick. Tenquol going into the book. A yellow card just outside the box, right on half-time. Mason Fernandez starting to prove the difference for the home side. Now the Sharks with one of the last opportunities of the first half. Can send the crowd onto their feet if they can get a goal. It'll be that man, Mason Fernandez, who's been arguably the best on ground so far. Can he pop it over the wall and get it past Noah James? 5 men in the wall. Fernandez or Gulisano? Who's going to step up? Fernandez drives, deflection. And it'll go behind. Last touch off the Sharks, so it'll be a goal kick. And that is the halftime whistle here at Seymour Shore. At halftime, still no score. 0-0. Two really good opportunities. One for Darcy Burgess for Olympic around the 27th minute. And Mason Fernandez in around the 34th. But they couldn't convert those opportunities. So it remains a stalemate, an intriguing battle here. Much to come in the second half. Join us back here in about 10 minutes' time for all the second half action from Seymour Shore. Welcome back to the second half here at Seymour Shore. Game on a knife's edge. Plenty to play for this afternoon. At the break, Sutherland 0, Sydney Olympic 0. A game not without its chances. Two really clear cut, one for each side. Darcy Burgess coming remarkably close on the half-hour mark. Mason Fernandez the same. This is one of 4 big games this afternoon. Next at 7 p.m, Marconi taking on Apia. That's the match of the round. Make sure you stay on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel for that one. Wanderers and Northwest Sydney Spirit. Spirit FC also looking for their first win of a season. Will it come tonight? The Western Sydney Wanderers playing quite well, so that'll be a challenge. And Manly and Rockdale. Rockdale appear to be one of the contenders this season. Manly have been a little bit hot and cold. What can they conjure this time around? Referee's back on the field. Referee Davies issued a couple of yellow cards. 1 to 10 Quol right on the break. A challenge just outside the box on Mason Fernandez. What does this chapter have in tail? Another 45 minutes coming your way. You're on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. In 45 minutes, will the Sharks have their first win of the season? Or will Olympic get their campaign back on track? There is the referee's whistle. The home side launching forward straight away. Ball too big for McGowan. Jay McGowan, former St George Saint. St George, one of the newly promoted clubs in season 2024. They and Hills United. Hills United enjoying a really positive start to life in first grade. Polaitis. Nice footwork. Casella, last touch off him. Doesn't appear to be any substitutes from half-time. Long throw. The chest of Casella. Spinning, trying to win that ball in the tight pocket. It'll be Olympic again. DePizio. Handful of players signing from the Central Coast Mariners Academy. Zach Zoricic, one of those. Jean DePizio. Strong challenge. Free kick one. Go the way of Olympic. There has been a change. Okan in the 16 has come on. The striker for Sydney Olympic. Darcy Burgess appears to have made way. So Burgess off. Okan on. That was the half-time change. Sharks physio called again. Could be just a cramp. Just holding the ankle. Sharks finished in 12th last year. Enjoyed a really good late season charge. Up the table. Well, treading water for a while there before starting to make the climb. Olympic always there and thereabouts. Finished in the top half. I'll expect more from that. Feel like they want to be competing with the likes of Marconi, Rockdale, Sydney United 58, Apia, the premier clubs as competition. And with Blacktown City, Stamatelis win the free kick, the Sharks. Got the defence down on lock. Mitch Stamatelis. Deep to his mid-30s, still going around. He's one that Coach Steve Zoric trusts a lot. Calls him the Professor. Graduated as a physio from Sydney University. Head physio for the Sydney FC A-League women's team. Umarache. Headed down by Fernandez. Gordon appealing. And it was all in the same action. But the referees recorded a high boot. And it'll be a free kick for Sutherland. Gulisano and Moric going to be standing over this ball. A two-man wall to contend with. Gulisano. Will he try and find his chasers or will he go direct? Sam Gulisano chips to the back post. Ball flicked in. Fernandez got the touch, but then cleared away by Zoricic. That was almost the first goal of the game. Mason Fernandez for the Sharks. He looks the most likely today. But still, his name not on the score sheet, and we're still a stalemate. Gulisano, a good delivery in for the last set piece. What can he deliver here? Delivers into the mixer. Header from Green. Second time around. Couldn't get into the back of the net. Noah James and Sydney Olympic survive. Both teams know how important a result is today. Best case would obviously be a win. That would be priority one. But they need to leave with something. Stamatelis plays forward. Timotheu headers down into the path of Fernandez. Deflection and good stretching from Noah James. Able to use his body to keep that one out. Couple of deflections in flight. Will they be the demise of Olympic? Qual. Switches wide. Zoricic. Majok on that left wing, looking to cut inside. Zoricic again. Timotheu and Qual, the centre backs. Plays a nice ball, Qual. I'd like to stop chasing. Go behind for a goal kick. We do have another substitution. James Kakowski coming on for Luke Sawyer. Good shift put in by Sawyer in the midfield. Kakowski provides another attacking option. He's already scored a goal this year. So we enter the 54th minute. Sciuriaga one of the goal scorers this year, as is Jay McGowan and Kakowski. Each have scored goals this year, only 3 goals for the Sharks. Looking to see if they can add a 4th. Green got in front. Okan. Casella. Gordon. Ball pass from the defender. Politis gets in front. Casella. Couldn't find Politis with the pass. Peter Politis really making his mark as a right back. Forced in the Olympic. Proud Greek background. Says his grandfather has been watching this league. A very family and cultured league, this one. Green. First time pass. Kakowski, his first involvement. Got a good build. Looks like he's got good speed as well. Garner looking for Kakowski again. Can he keep it in? Does well, trying to get past Zoricic. And Zoricic wins the foul. Almost got himself into trouble. The Olympic defender. 1 out in the end. I'm Tony Solano. This is NPL New South Wales men's round 5. Two teams desperate for victory. Very tense opening half. Sense if they get a goal, they might release the shackles a little bit. Okan wins the header. DePizio tried to win it in traffic. Moric, he's been good today. Gulisano. Now Kakowski's making an impact since coming on. Kakowski. That wasn't his best distribution. Okan seizes on the turnover. Using his strength. That's good play. Gordon sliding in. McGowan. Garner. Kakowski holding it up. That ball too heavy for Jackson. Mojok. Numbers game too good for him. Moric, man on. Fernandez. Now Green. The Sharks front three go to work. Fernandez, good footwork. Tried to play in. He's forward. Casella. His pass snuffed out. Jackson wins the free kick. The Sharks getting themselves into good positions. That only gets you so far, though. Gulisano. Kakowski unmarked at the back post. Tries to find him. Just a little bit too heavy. Just shy of the hour mark. Still looking for the game's first goal. Quoll. Long ball. Vakis on the chase. Trying to get inside. Jackson. Okan. Quoll. Gordon. Looks up. Sees space. Stamatelis. Unable to get past him. Garner. Nice ball for Kakovsky. A Shark attack incoming. Kakovsky. Now Green. Heavy touch. Has a shot. And then James. I think it shocked him a few. That he was able to get to that ball, Green. Originally his touch was heavy. Casella. Zoricic takes the initiative. Okan. Of course, both these teams played midweek. The Sharks seize on this ball. Kakovsky again. Delivers into the box. Header from Quoll. Timotheu does the same. Okan, Gordon, Majok. Gordon, heavy touch. McGowan plays forward for Green. McGowan on the edge of it! First goal of the game! And it's to the Sharks! His second goal of the season, Jay McGowan, and he may not score a more important one. The Sharks up 1-0 just after the hour mark. Really making an impact. And the Sharks have deserved that one. Against the run of play, Olympic with the better of the possession. And the Sharks, is that them to break the shackles? Change. Casella comes off. On goes Will Much. And Pufflet's out there now. So attacking changes for Olympic. Timotheu. Nice ball wide, straight on, trying to make an impact. Ball squared up. Taken safely by Vekic. It results in a corner. The referee claiming that Vekic stepped behind. So Will Much, his first cross for Olympic, almost resulted in the goal. DeBizio at the corner flag. Floats it towards the back post. Timotheu puts it back into the mixer off the chest of Quoll. Can't get the clean shot away. DeBizio. Much. Trying to play that ball in. Into no man's land. Headed down. Okan. Got into a good position. Still wrestling with it, Okan. Couldn't distribute quickly enough to Pufflet. DeBizio fires from range off the back of Mayok. Sharks player has been down for a while. And wins the free kick as a result. Olympic messing around in the box. Can't get the reward for it. Green coming to the sideline. See Roy O'Donovan sprinting down the touchline. The ace in the deck. When is Halitsi going to play it? I was hoping if things went well, he wouldn't have to. Mikkel Hatton also readying himself too. Switch wide, Much again the targets. We're going to see what he can distribute inside. Polaitis. Much. Umebache taking the initiative, keeps that in well. Polaitis on the volley, tries to bend it. It goes away from goal. Olympic trying to lift up a gear. And if you're going to lift up a gear, you bring out these two men. Sam Mikkel Hatton and Roy O'Donovan. Ziggy Gordon off for Mikkel Hatton and DePizio off for Roy O'Donovan. 25 minutes from home. Sutherland 1-0. The goal to McGowan, his second goal of the year. Polaitis wins the header. Mikkel Hatton, his first involvement. Pufflet wins it. Mikkel Hatton again. Timotheu shouts in the crowd from the Olympic faithful. They've got to score twice. They do if they want to win. But now they just need a goal. Mikkel Hatton releases Zoricic. Garner gets in the way. And a yellow card coming for Zach Zoricic. Born out of frustration, that booking. The Sharks also have the clock on their side as well. So we get towards the last 20 minutes. Zoricic, long throw. Header from Pufflet. Clearance wasn't convincing. Neither was the second one. Majok. Got great footwork. Zoricic got himself into trouble, and it'll be a Sutherland throw. Another substitution coming on. It'll be Mo Ahmed. So the Sharks now bringing on a defensive midfielder. It's like a chess match. And it'll be Umabache, who's done well in that 6th role today. He'll be replaced by Ahmed. So Sutherland have the opening goal. Olympic need the equaliser. Long throw. Flicked on by Green. Timotheu bombs it long. Majok, there he goes again. Gliding, peeling off his man O'Donovan. Vekic came out, was up to the task on that occasion. Doubt that's the last we'll see that move. Pufflet dropping back in. Usually loves playing that 9 role. Over 80 caps for Sydney Olympic. Oliver Pufflet, one of their favourite sons. Ball too heavy for Casella. Now it's the Sharks with long-range shots. Tarkovsky, that's his warning shot. The Sharks not going to go back into their shell. They're 1 up. Second goal could kill it. Much. Sydney Olympic surge forward. Cross at the byline. Okan holding it up. Can't quite get it to O'Donovan. Polaitis and McGowan. McGowan keeps it in. Well done. Fernandez. Moric. Now Ahmed. Kakovsky. Been a good conduit since he's come on. Really changed the game, Kakovsky. Trying to use his speed against Zoricic. Kakovsky. Dispossessed. Timotheu. Switch looking for much. He's looked very likely. McGowan. Throw for the Sharks. 20 minutes. The Sharks have the lead. They played this one smartly. They will have their first win of the season. Majok. Timotheu. Long ball. Polaitis. Mickelhatton. Fresh legs for Olympic. Zoricic. Now Mickelhatton heading forward. Nice movement from the midfield maestro. Mickelhatton bends one into the box. O'Donovan tried the header. Polaitis came late. Couldn't get control of it. Over the top it sails. But Olympic starting to look a little bit more ominous. Vekic, the Sutherland goalkeeper, just telling his troops to calm down. What happens in a position like this? When you're yet to taste victory, and victory is close, you've got to keep your composure. Can't let it sail away. As you can imagine, when the home team has the advantage, the ball kids miss their assignment. Vekic, long and strong. Kual wins the header. Okan trying to find O'Donovan. Golisano saves the bacon. Kakovsky, there he goes again. Looking to the left, Kakovsky. McGowan. He has the goal for Sutherland. Majok. Too strong for Pufflet, but Zoricic joins in. Looking into the middle, Zoricic. Ball cleared away. And behind for a corner. So a slice of luck for Olympic. That ball holding in the breeze. Could have gone out or for a corner. Does the latter. Olympic in desperate need of an equaliser. Mickelhatton to deliver. Near post. Flicked on by O'Donovan. Still there. Clearance no good. Dipizio. Polaitis. They'll go again. Cross comes in. Header. Not quite on target from Pufflet. How many more opportunities like that are they going to get? So this game really picking up in the second half. A really tense battle in the first half. But the Sharks have got the goal on the hour mark. And now Olympic with even more intent. McGowan. Ahmed. The boot of Quoll. Stamatellis can't quite win the header. Michael Hatton. Can't reel it in. There's 3 more games on Football New South Wales YouTube channel tonight. The match of the round, Marconi and Apia. Tony Tanous will bring you that one. Western Sydney Wanderers taking on Northwest Sydney Spirit. Also at 7 p.m. And Manly and Rockdale to round us out. Tomorrow's games. Blacktown City and Wollongong. That'll be a good game. Both teams coming off impressive performances. Sydney United taking on Hills United. And St George City taking on the St George Saints. Our first League Men's Ones St George derby. Paulaitis cuts it inside. O'Donovan was beaten to the punch. Just trying to shadow it, Modic. That'll fill the Sharks with confidence. This is game 2 of round 5. Teams starting to jostle for positions. The Sharks are going to win their first game of the season. Okan using his good physical presence. And a free kick for Olympic in a dangerous position. Big game next week. The Sharks at home here to the Marconi Stallions. Sydney Olympic travel away to Apia, so it doesn't get any easier. Another old foe for Olympic to contend with. It's their first of their road trips. Sutherland here, Apia next week, and then Manly away in a few weeks' time. So a tough trot for Olympic. They need something from this game. Michael Hatton. 22 yards out. 4-man wall to contend with. Michael Hatton drives off the wall. Vekic punches. And the referee's seen an infringement. So the Sharks survive again. So the next 3 for Sutherland. Marconi at home. Sydney United 58 away and Apia away. So a really tough next trot for Sutherland. For Olympic, as we mentioned, Apia next week away, Manly away, and then Wollongong back at home. Quoll wins that header. Kakovsky wins the ball again, heading forward, shoots, but bends away from the goal mouth. It really has been Kakovsky who's come on and really changed this game. He came on in the 53rd minute. The Sharks got their goal in the 60th. Second ball on the field. Quoll. Timotheo in the centre circle. Mayok. Quoll. Chips it towards Pufflets. Get her away by Garner. He's been good, the defender. Zoricic. Michael Hatton. Now O'Donovan. McGowan does well to knock that forward. Kakovsky. Space and time for the forward. Waiting for troops to arrive, Kakovsky. Squares it up for McGowan. The goal scorer, he's got one! Can't quite get a second. Their transition has really improved the Sharks. Timotheo with the switch, looking for Much. It's a good ball. Okan joins in. Much at the byline. Who was that last touch off? It'll be a corner, according to the referee. So 10 minutes remaining. Sutherland lead 1-0. Michael Haddon to provide the corner. Olympic getting desperate. Michael Hatton near post. Glancing header on target. But Vekic too good. Takes that one safely. Polite this. Much couldn't reel that one in. Will Much, former Rockdale player. Also spent time at Blacktown City, part of the Sydney FC Academy years ago as well. Another drinks break. The Sharks taking their time. Of course, there will be injury time added on, of course. A cramp. The Sharks looking to hold on. One of the last teams to have a win. If they can hold on here, only two teams remain winless. Sutherland Sharks and Northwest Sydney Spirit. After this game, there could only be one more. Neither of these two teams want to be 1 win, 5 losses. That's what's staring Olympic in the face if they are to go down. Matthew Modric, rather. Green, almost flung around by Polaitis. March, Okan couldn't reel that one in. Pufflet sweating on it. McGowan. Timotheo, pressed by Green. Pufflet. Zoricic has men waiting in the middle. Plays back for Mayok. Cross into the middle. He's looking for Okan. Polaitis brings it down. His shot blocked by Stamatelis. Quol puts that one back in the mixer. Header away. Kakovsky. Fernandez was out of hand. Play on, the referee says advantage. Mohamed heading forward, looking in the middle. Chips it to the back post. Green! Just over the crossbar. That would have been game, set, match. The Sharks looking for that killer blow. If Olympic do end up equalising, the Sharks will look back at that moment as the moment they should have killed it off. Miguel Hatton. Polaitis cutting inside. He's been good at that today. Still Polaitis. Timotheo. He might have a crack. Sliding it low and just beside the post. Now double change coming for the Sharks. Bevan on. Liam Rippon from the 20s also coming on too. Great shift from Max Green, man who came over from Capital Football. Six minutes to play. The Sharks getting closer. Polaitis headers forward. Rippon does the same. Quoll being shadowed. Noah James rolling out for Quoll, former Wanderer. Timotheu Zoricic needs one of his crosses pinpoints. Majok. Mickelhatton. Zoricic. Cross comes in. Knocked away by Mohamed. Sharks sitting everybody back. Don't want to concede the equaliser, that's for sure. Timotheu puts it into the box. Header from Jackson. Now McGowan. Hoiks it long. Quoll wins the header. He's done that well today. Rippon. Now Fernandez. Karkovsky was onside. We'll hold it up. Going all the way back to Vekic. O'Donovan presses. Zoricic. There's been quite a bit of pressure on Lavina Haliti, the Olympic coach. This result may not make his job any easier. Pufflet trying to win it in midfield. Rippon now has it. Bevan making it. They win the free kick, the Sharks. It's just what they want. Now Garner, he's down. Mohamed stretching him out for cramp. So the Sharks with a free kick. Garner's been really good in defence, the youngster, making his way towards the touchline. Three-man wall for Gulasano to contend with. Jackson. Ball played for McGowan. Gets in front of Polaitis. Really good, Jay McGowan. Really likely player. Has the goal today, but he's done some really good things. Polaitis fouled. And that will be a yellow card. Matty Jackson sticks his tongue out as well. Sharks know exactly what they're doing. If they play this calmly and smartly, they're 2 minutes away and injury time from their first win of the season. Karkovsky. Rippon, the striker getting to the ball. A good size and good speed too. Finds Fernandez. He's dispossessed by Mayock. And gives away the free kick. Yellow card as well for Fernandez. He won't mind that too much. 1 minute of normal time. I anticipate there'll be quite a few minutes of stoppage time. Quoll sends it forward. High boot maybe from Okan, it was. Awaiting the fourth official, Thomas Dale. Tell us how many minutes of injury time we'll have left. Carl Davies, the man in the middle, the referee in charge. Nenad Vekic, one of the most experienced in the league. Rip on. Was that a high foot? It was. More urgency in Olympic now as we head into injury time. Mayok, Pufflet on the wing. Squares it up for Mikkel Hatton. 1-2 with Pufflets! Over the top. Can't put it on target. One of Olympic's last chances. No good. Pufflet down next to goal. Receiving support. And it's 6 minutes of injury time. That's going to seem like an eternity for those in attendance. No one's left yet in the crowd. Everyone's sticking around. See if the home side can record their first win of the season. Now Pufflet's just gotten up hobbling and he's going to have to chase the ball down and send it to Vekic. Vekic goes long and strong. Ripon tried to get in front. McGowan with the air swing. Quoll switches for Pufflet, who can barely run. Holding it up. Mikkel Hatton short. Polaitis bends one towards the back post. Offside. Stamatelis so good, almost like having another coach on the field. He and Vekic, that's why they were brought to the club. Stamatelis, of course, a few years ago. Vekic this season. Steady the young charges. Vilasano as well, into his late 20s. Ripon. Last touch off the Sharks, according to the referee. Olympic had grand aspirations coming here for all 3 points. Now a result will just be good enough. Majok sending the ball in the right direction. Okan cutting inside. Mikkel Hatton trying to dance round defenders. Sam Mikkel Hatton. The touch too strong, and Mohamed. Another clearance. Ripon catches Zoricic napping. Has a shot from range, but never threatening. It wasn't the smartest play, probably had to hold it up. Timothy will much on the end of this pass and just slides and crashes into the signage. They'll win the corner. The referee will come across. That didn't look pretty. Need to go help him. Liam Rippon went for glory with the long-range shot. Steve Zoric almost had a heart attack. Wanted him to hold the ball and take it to the corner flag to soak up more minutes. That's where the experience comes in. The young under-20s player thinking of the glory, whereas the coach knows what he wants. A 1-0 win's good enough. And the Sharks can almost feel it. So as Will Much gets treated, we play on. Qual wins the header. Rip on again. Playing Kakovsky. That's a nice ball. Kakovsky heading towards the corner flag now. That's a smart play. Now turns. Bevan. Cross. Wanted Rip on. Wasn't trailing enough. I like this. Now Michael Hatton. Man on. Timotheu. Long ball forward. Stamatelis with the header. No one in midfield for Olympic. Defenders or striking. Okan. Nice turn. He's got all the tricks, Okan. McGowan. Playing Rip on. Polaitis missed it. Now he gets another opportunity just to hold it up towards the wing. Nice move on Teng Qual. The defender does enough. Haliti pleading to his players to get forward. There's not long left. Majok holding it up, waiting for the box to fill. Still Majok. Turning, getting past players, and he'll give away the free kick. Will Gulisano. So now a set piece. Deep into injury time, Olympic. Of course, it's still early days in the competition, but if they go down here, their season is in all sorts of trouble. One-man wall to contend with. Sam Mickelhatton. Mickelhatton, it's now or never for Olympic. Towards the back post. Header away by Stamatelis. And that is the full-time whistle. They've done it finally. The Sharks have their first win of the season. Sutherland Sharks 1 have defeated Sydney Olympic 0. The golden goal from Jay McGowan on 58 minutes was enough for the home side. They finally get their campaign started. For Sydney Olympic, some questions to be answered. A game they were heavy favourites, but never really had in their grasp. This gives the Sharks momentum next week. They'll be at home against Marconi. Sydney Olympic away at Apia. So another tough fixture for them to come. Victory for the home side today. A big result. They're finally on the board for 2024. The Sharks beat Sydney Olympic 1-0. I'm Tony Salerno. From everyone here at Football New South Wales, it's bye for now.